In Mahabharatam, we are in the story of Nala and Damayanti, in which we have already spent 2 days of story, and we have reached the Swayamvara of Damayanti. Swayamvara meaning Damayanti choosing among the assembled kings whom she wants to marry. And all the kings were seated in a hall in on thrones according to their status, and the gods Indra, Agni, Yama and Varuna, they were also seated among them, and so was Nala. Damayanti with a garland in hand, accompanied by her maids, was taken around, and the maids introduced her to each king, describing who he was and what were his qualities. And Damayanti moved forward without choosing any of them. Even when the god's turn came, Damayanti was introduced to Indra, Agni, Yama and Varuna, but Damayanti didn't choose any of them. Went further when she reached Nala, and the maids announced Nala with his achievements. Damayanti put the garland on Nala's neck. And then the Swayamvara ended there, because Damayanti has chosen her husband. In this case, which is quite unusual, that there was no objection among the assembled kings that Damayanti chose Nala. In most Swayamvaras, the assembled kings, often they went into a revolt, claiming that it was not the right choice, they were better than the chosen king. And often they went even into a war. There are, in Mahabharata itself, on many instances, it has happened. In this case, everyone thought, yeah, Damayanti has chosen the best among us, because Nala was so much better in appearance and in his qualities. So they all left accepting the choice. The gods were also not displeased. They also thought that Damayanti, anyway they knew beforehand, because Nala, after meeting Damayanti, reported back to the gods that Damayanti was bent on choosing him. And they were not unhappy. And then the gods, before leaving, they blessed Damayanti and Nala and gave boons to Nala. Agni gave the boon to Nala that Nala will have, whenever and wherever Nala wanted fire, fire will appear there. And as soon as he is finished with it, the fire will disappear. That was Agni's gift. Varuna also gave a similar gift, that wherever and whenever he wanted water would appear on its own. Nala doesn't have to work for it. Indra and Yama also gave suitable boons to Nala, nothing specific. And they left, they went back to heaven. Damayanti's father made elaborate arrangements for their actual wedding, and that was going on. when the gods were returning to heaven, two of the gods from heaven called Dwapara and Kali. They were hurrying from heaven to earth. Then Indra asked, "Where are you going in a hurry?" Then they said, "Oh, we are going for Damayanti's Swayamvara." Then Indra said, "No, it's over. We are returning from there." Then they asked, "Whom did they, Nala, Damayanti, whom did she choose?" Then Indra said, "Yeah, she has chosen Nala, Nala of Nishadha." And that made Kali very angry. When you fall from heaven, you were present. How dare she could choose a human being? This is not right. I shall teach them a lesson. And Kali, in the company of Dwapara, they went down to Nala's palace. These Dwapara and Kali, they were gods of the four epochs, four ages. There are four: Krita, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali. Kali is the fourth. We are now in the Kali epoch, Kali Yuga. And Kali is the guardian, the god of Kali, the Kali age. And the Kali age itself is said to be evil when all the good things, all the right things, right conduct, speaking truth, helping needy people, all those good contacts disappear and people cheat each other, tell lies, all the evils come to play. And similarly, the god of the age is also evil. Kali is represented as dark in color, with evil mind. And that is why he was angry with Damayanti choosing Nala. So he wanted to teach Damayanti, especially Nala, a lesson. So Kali wanted to haunt Nala, in the sense enter Nala's mind, so that Nala loses all right thinking and acts foolishly. But it is not easy for Kali to enter somebody's mind unless he commits mistakes. So Kali waited for an opportunity. It said he waited 12 years. And one day, Nala went to the urine and he urinated, but then without washing his feet, he went for prayers. That is said to be an offense, which is said to be wrong. And that was an opportunity. So Nala became, he was not pure, not clean. So Kali could enter Nala. And from that instance, Nala's mind changed. And Kali, in company of Dwapara, also went to Pushkara, Nala's younger brother, and started persuading Pushkara to challenge Nala for a game of dice. Pushkara was not interested in the beginning, but then that started saying, "You are the younger brother. What future have you? Nala is the king. He has all the powers. He has all the riches. But you are also born of the same father and mother. And what have you got? You have nothing. If Nala wanted, he could kill you and you could do nothing about it. Nobody would, object. So your life is even in danger. Pushkara tried to resist this, but finally Kali repeating the same thing again and again. And Kali said, look, you challenge him for a game of dice. I shall influence the dice so that it always turns in your favor. So Nala will lose all games he plays against you. So you will win. Then Pushkara was interested. He went and challenged Nala for a game of dice. Nala usually he's very good in the game of dice. So he thought, what? Pushkara is challenging me. I'm so much better than him. And Nala, okay, let's play right now. And Nala asked, what have you got to put as stakes? I have the whole palace, all the riches, the horses, elephants, everything. But what do you have? Then Kali had told Pushkara that I shall turn into a bull, and you stake me in the game, and you will always win, so you will not lose me. So Pushkara said, yes, I have this bull. Then Nala laughed. You have a bull. All right, let us play. And Nala started playing. All the ministers warned the beginning itself, don't play a game of dice. It is not good because you don't know when the dice turn against you, and then they may use valuables. You may lose everything even. But Nala didn't listen to them because his mind had turned upside down because of Kali's influence. And he started playing, staking one by one his horses, elephants, chariots, the throne, everything one by one. And every throw of dice, it was turning against him, he was losing. And then everyone started worrying, what is happening? This has never happened. Our king is so good with dice. How is it that he is losing consistently? That is very unusual. They tried to call him aside and stop this. It should stop here. You are losing everything. But Nala didn't care, didn't bother about it. Damayanti tried to dissuade him, but Nala didn't listen to her. And then Damayanti got worried. Damayanti got worried. She was scared about her children. What will happen if Nala staked them and Nala loses them also? So Damayanti wanted the children to be safe. So she called Varshnaya, their charioteer, their obedient charioteer, who always sided with them, and called Varshnaya, you take my children to my father. Leave them there safely. Even leave this chariot and Nala's favorite horses. Leave them there. And you can stay with my father, or you can go wherever you like. When the time comes, I shall call you. And Varshnaya took Damayanti's children. They were a boy and a girl. Both were with the same name, Indrasena and Indrasena. Indrasena, in Malayalam, Indrasenan. And the girl was Indrasena. In Sanskrit, Indrasena, and the girl is Indrasena. And they were taken to Vidarbha, which is Damayanti's kingdom, and Damayanti's father was named Bhima. So they were taken there, left there safely. The chariot and horses were left there, and Varshneya went to one king by name Rituparna, whom Varshneya knew earlier. So he went and became a charioteer for Rituparna. Our time is up. We shall stop today and continue next day. Namaskaram. അതെ ഇത് പകുതിയിലധികം